what can I do for you? And they needed a lorry for Africa. So I sponsored him for that. But he was the person that you couldn't resist and you just wanted to give because he was so charming. And I remember the farmer of the field. He was basically against Hare Krishnas. But then he went and chatted to him. And it was an amazing experience. And I saw him also with a Pandavasena giving his life story. So he was a great person. As you say, he was in the Middle East in a prison that you couldn't even stand up in for about 6 days. Wow. You know, he was, till they eventually released him. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Babu. That was very, very interesting. So, talking about his charisma that you spoke about, just a short paragraph I'll read from something that Dina Krishna Babu sent me this morning. He said, Tribhuvannath Babu had personal charisma. He could have become a great used car salesman, a real estate agent, a school teacher, or whatever he wanted to be. But he consciously chose to serve His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada by utilizing his God-given talents in Prabhupada's service. He firmly believed that it was the highest service to humankind. So although he was very simple and straightforward in his understanding, Tribhuvannath wasn't foolish. In fact, he was amazingly philosophical and realized. Despite that, he didn't have a material education. Despite the fact that he didn't have a material education. One thing I especially liked about him was that he used to make up words when he preached. He would sometimes add an extra syllable to long words unknowingly, but it was very endearing. So much so that I liked his version rather than the dictionary version. But that certainly didn't make him any less of a preacher. When he was on a roll, which was every time he preached or picked up a mridanga and led kirtan, everyone was enthralled and felt ecstasy coming through from the spiritual stratum. Tribhuvannath Prabhu ki jai. So before we finish, any quick comments on today's verses from anybody, please? Realizations? No? Okay. Thank you so much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
yesterday you had lecture